the first ever T1D pregnancy course. My name is Piper Backholm. I am the founder and creator of the first ever T1D pregnancy course. I am also a type 1 diabetic of 20 plus years, and I am a functional holistic nutritionist. I am so excited to bring this course to T1D women, T1D mamas, and also daughters who are type 1 diabetics, in hopes to encourage you, empower you, and educate you as to how to walk through pregnancy with ease, confidence, and knowledge. I want to share a little bit about why I created the first ever T1D pregnancy course. I have had type 1 diabetes most of my life, longer than I can remember, and I have lived with it for going on 20 plus years now. And having walked through so many different seasons and life changes and phases with T1D, I have grown such a deep passion for walking alongside women and children with type 1 diabetes, and specifically guiding them in how to manage type 1 diabetes, and more importantly, giving my clients tools to empower and inform them to make educated decisions around their management and around their pregnancies. That is what led me to creating this T1D pregnancy course. I have walked through 2 beautiful pregnancies with both of my children, Opal and Rockwell. I had my first in a hospital setting, unmedicated birth with an A1C of 5.2 my entire pregnancy. And then my second birth was with my son, Rockwell, and he was a home birth with a midwife assisting, and I had a 4.9 A1C my duration of my pregnancy, and I independently managed my T1D with him. I have had so many women reach out to me in asking me, how did you do it? How did you do unmedicated birth as a type 1? How did you go full term without the pressure of induction and cesarean section threat? And also, how do you navigate T1D pregnancy with an A1C in the 4s and the 5s and not have outrageous, scary lows? That is what I'm here to teach you today, and I cannot wait to dive into all of the content and all of the resources and downloads and group coaching calls I have planned for you, because this course was made for those of you who are T1D women hoping to be pregnant, hoping to have more births, and I cannot wait to guide you. Like I mentioned, with my first birth, I had an unmedicated hospital birth with her. Overall, my birth experience was very good. I had a very beautiful pregnancy with her. Of course, T1D is a lot of work when you are pregnant, but it is 110% possible. With my first baby, I did not have the continuous glucose monitor, so I was constantly checking over 15 times a day, even in the middle of the night twice, to make sure that my blood sugars were perfectly in range. With my second, I had a CGM, and so I've walked through pregnancy with a lot of differences, and I am so passionate about sharing the physiological, natural occurrence that birth is, and educating and empowering T1D women to make informed decisions around their birth, to not be bullied or coerced into decisions that they feel pressured into because of their current care team and the stigmas that go along with being a type 1 diabetic. I am here to break those stigmas and to provide you with information and resources to make the best decisions for your baby and for your birth. Whatever that looks like, whether that's hospital or home or a birth center, I'm here to provide you with those tools and resources that you need to make the best decision for your baby. If you are a type 1 diabetic woman and you are hoping to experience birth, this course is for you. I cannot tell you how many women I have coached in my independent practice one-on-one in relation to T1D and pregnancy, and that is ultimately what has led me here. If you are a type 1 diabetic woman and or mama, and you are craving a pregnancy that you feel in control of, that you feel you want your specific outcome in, I'm here to show you how to achieve that, to walk through your pregnancy with confidence, knowledge, and informed decision-making process. I have nutritional education in my course that teaches you about insulin resistance and insulin sensitivity, how to address resistance, how to prevent it, and how to encourage insulin sensitivity. I talk about fats, carbs, and proteins and how they impact blood sugar. I also discuss pre-eclampsia, cesarean sections, evidence-based care as a type 1 diabetic and what that looks like. I walk you through each trimester, first, second, third, and I discuss in detail how I navigated those trimesters and how I've helped other T1D women do that as well, without all the crazy roller coaster blood sugars, and encouraging steadfast and controlled blood sugars, more importantly. A healthy, happy mama and a healthy, happy baby. I am here to teach you the ins and outs of physiological birth as a type 1 diabetic, and to ultimately share with you how to advocate for the birth you want. I believe every T1D woman should be treated as a bio-individual human being and not slapped with a label on our forehead that we are diabetic. I firmly believe that we should have the ability to choose the birth that we want, the provider team, the care team that we want, and also to walk through pregnancy and thereafter with confidence and with the knowledge of how to manage type 1 diabetes on our own independently. And that is what I am here to teach you. What makes my course so unique is that, well, for one, it's the first ever T1D pregnancy course, but also my heart and my passion are not only deeply personal, but also professional, in that I've worked with so many women who are craving a birth outcome that they did not feel bullied in, manipulated, coerced, or quite frankly disappointed in, and have trauma that they are working through. And so I am here to help you navigate what that looks like as a type 1 diabetic mama and how to achieve the birth outcome that you want. I am not just addressing blood sugar, I'm addressing A1C, I'm addressing diet and supplements, I'm addressing stress and lifestyle. I'm also giving you resources that are PDF downloads and additional research, evidence-based research that will further educate you and inform you of your rights and the research that's been done on diabetic pregnancies. I will never forget when I first read from the American Diabetes Association, which that's a whole other story for another day. But the ADA states that if you have an A1C below 6.5%, you are at no greater risk for birth defects in your baby than anyone else. I just want you to sit with that for a minute, because there is something so significant to us as type 1 diabetic women and mothers that we feel such a burden and such a heavy weight to carry, that if we do anything wrong, we are going to harm our baby. And I want you to know that that inner belief is not true, that you are capable of overcoming whatever inner belief that you have and achieving and walking through a beautiful, redemptive birth and pregnancy as a type 1 diabetic. I cannot tell you how healing both of my births have been, and just proving to myself how capable and how equipped my body is. Even though I've lived with this disease for so long, I know that part of me is missing, is broken, but I also know that all of me is capable. And I am here to show you how to do that as a type 1. I cannot wait for you to walk through this course, to allow it to help guide you to making informed, beautiful decisions for your health, for your pregnancy, and for your birth. I hope you enjoy my course and that you find it beneficial and helpful. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you all on the inside.